Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Terry Rozier.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So here's Miami's starting group. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Rozier, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Johnson is out there with Russell, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin.
Now Johnson. After Tyler Hero. Three-pointer that didn't go. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Johnson with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Jovic passes to Hero. Tries it from 9. It's hauled in by Claxton. And here are the Nets. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
Here's Jovic after the basket by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Rozier the pass to Hero. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Williams looking around. Johnson outside. Inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And Miami has possession following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Jovic. He's guarded by Johnson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. Jaime Jaquez is 4th. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Johnson kicks to Russell. Johnson outside. Back to Russell. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. It's hauled in by the Heat. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Hero. That one drops for him.
Well, the defense solid, but Tyler goes inside and stays confident with that hoop.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Brooklyn making a change here. Bonnie's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Robinson's checked in. Pass to Clowney. Back to Johnson. Down low. Here's Russell. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Outside Robinson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Fires from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Back to Johnson. To the inside. Johnson. That's tipped. The Heat trail by 4. Hero passes to Jovic. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jimmy Butler remains the Heat's franchise player. He says, the confidence my teammates and my coaches put in me, it's a lot. They hype me up out there and I just go play. I try everything in my power to make sure that we win. They trust me with everything. Kevin, he's earned that faith.
Adney DA, he tends to deliver in the biggest moments and always has. Hey, we thank you for that report. Here's Hero. Following the bucket by the Nets. Jacks up a 3. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Johnson with it. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And here is Butler. After Keon Johnson hitting the 3, just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson against Butler. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. It's been all about Keon Johnson for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball. down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Williams. Watford out there with Wilson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes in there. Simmons got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And it goes down 2 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Wilson kicks to Simmons. Takes it from 10. Count the basket. Simmons got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Hero kicks to Love. It's a pick by Love. To the left side wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Robinson misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Simmons finds Watford. And they double up Simmons. Here's Watford. Still yet to score. Williams from outside. Jaquez with the rebound. Pass to Robinson. Hero on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Hero.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter. Smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Williams. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kevin Love. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Jaime Jaquez. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Simmons. To the middle, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And not really played as a playmaker. Cam Johnson with the smart play, just giving it up.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Hero. From the arc. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Hero's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat. Johnson, the pass to Watford. And, Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Well, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Pass to Watford. Now, here is Russell. Over Rozier. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Yeah, I think D'Lo has all sorts of confidence when he has that kind of spot in his arsenal.
And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career, but his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
You know, and every year it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Williams is checked in. Heat also with a sub. Burks, he's checked in for Robinson.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Paxton a screen on Burks. And it's Russell missing. The Heat trail by 11. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And Russell gets it to go.
I like how competitive Russell is. When you make a three-point shot and he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to come right back at you.
Now here's Butler. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. To the paint, here's Adebayo.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nets leading by 9. Johnson outside. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Russell. Johnson sets the screen for Russell. Shot clock at 6. Johnson outside. Over Rozier. They get the rebound. Claxton. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Alec Burks. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And some good races going on in the conference. Who do you think would win a race between the three of us?
I might have to put my money on you, Ernie. The Jet is more like a city bus these days. Plus, he doesn't know how to run through the tape. Get it?
Yeah, I might be a city bus or I might be a prop plane, but I got still pretty spring in his legs there, youngston. I tell you, still got some spring in them.
Thanks, Gramps. I think Shaq's right. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Nets.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. On the floor for Miami. In the forward spots, it's Butler and Jovic. Terry Rozier is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Jovic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Brooklyn leading by 6. And here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. And here is Williams. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Pass to Jovic. Now Rozier. The 3. Johnson with the rebound. Burnett shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. The quick look, no good that time.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Johnson. To the inside. Claxton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Claxton, no good on that one. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. But you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Claxton. For 3, Williams. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Jovic. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's Hero with the 3. A rebound by Johnson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Williams. Johnson outside. Russell against Hero. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 11.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Back to Butler. Hero from long range. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Pass to Russell. Paxton a screen on Hero. Here's Russell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Well, Russell embracing the contact that time and wants to get his way to the free throw line.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
Whether it's points, steals, or passes, Russell is out here working hard to give you what you need.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Clowney's checked in, and it's Ben Simmons in for Johnson. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Back to Russell. Screen by Claxton. And D'Angelo Russell with the 3. He's got 15.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Adebayo passes to Butler. In the paint, Butler.
The defenders are trying to keep pace with Jimmy Butler, but there's enough space for him to spot the rim and knock it down.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. 3rd is D'Angelo Russell.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Hero. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Simmons. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 6 points for Ben Simmons.
And not many 6'10 players have the handles that Simmons has.
Back to Hero. There's the pick. Lets it go with a 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Russell, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Hero.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Butler. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Simmons, guarded by Robinson. And Simmons kicks to Russell. Knocks down the 3 ball. Russell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Nets. Outside Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Nets lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Martin is out there with Simmons. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Clowney in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Simmons passes to Watford. Screen by Simmons. There's the drive. Up again. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And that game against Houston, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
And Simmons kicks to Wilson. That 3 off the mark. And for the Heat, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To take the lead, Clowney pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Wilson the pass to Martin. Over Rozier. It's hauled in by the Heat. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Makes it off the glass. Rozier's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
That's good from Simmons. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Martin. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Left side, Rozier. Outside, Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Adebayo with a screen on Johnson. Here's Burks. Here's Adebayo. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
A different look for Miami. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Burks. And Adebayo, no good on that one.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Johnson dishes to Johnson. To the wing right side. Axton a screen on Hero. Russell. It's rebounded by Jovic.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
That's good from Hero.
Now, every team in the league would love to have a guy like Tyler Hero, an elite shooter off the catch, scores in bunches and spaces the floor.
Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Heat also with the sub. Highsmith is checked in. And Hero drops them both. Nets trail by 5. Johnson outside. Pass to Russell. Takes the 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, after hitting a 3 earlier in the game, he now has 3 threes this half, guys.
Now, here's Rozier. Outside, Hero. Over Russell. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. You're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Johnson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's Russell with the three. Drops in the tray. Russell's got 24.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Rozier against Johnson. And the basket by Rozier. And the Heat lead by 3.
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
Now, here's Johnson. Pulls it up. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Rozier the pass to Hero. And the rejection by Claxton. Outside Russell. The kick out to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. A shot's good from Claxton. And that's now 6 points for Nick Claxton.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Now, here's Johnson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Russell high post. And he uses the glass on the way. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Russell inside. He's covered by Hero. Outside Russell.
And pay him with the emphatic block.
It's good. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Miami with the ball. The kick out to Rozier. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
You can see right now he's got a little swagger in his step. Looks like he's going to try and take this thing over.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .26 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Russell. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Yes!
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Here's Hero. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Rozier, and it's Butler in at the 3. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Butler attacking in close. Such a gifted scorer.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Pass to Russell. Claxton a screen on Hero. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Butler. Floats one. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Butler against Russell. Pass to Johnson. A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Over to the left wing. Jovic, no good. And the Nets shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Russell. And it's good for 2. Russell's got 30.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
Got that one up quick. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. It's Russell with the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And here are the Heat now, following the bucket by the Nets.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Heat moving the ball around. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
Also looking around. Those three-pointers off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Pass to Jovic. Right between the eyes.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Johnson. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jimmy, I know it's been a down stretch of...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.